Before starting, I would like to give a very, very warm welcome to a great friend, a colleague, and one of the young and inspiring leaders of Sharjah government, His Excellency Mr. Marwan Sirkal, the Executive Chairman of Shuruk. He's been kind enough to support us over the years, and he said the last time I was here, it was about 4 years back. It wasn't 40 years, 4 years back, so we're still 10 years old so far. Anyway, age is only numbers, isn't it? Right? Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa rasulullah. By all means, give me great pleasure to stand in front of all of you. And this standing reminds me of February 21st, 2009, when I started this initiative. And that was exactly 10 years back when I decided to start this movement of knowledge. Because personally, I believe knowledge is power if applied and shared. It's not only applying the knowledge, but you need to share the knowledge. And I remember very well, the first recommendation came out from that day is to give a beautiful call to our beloved Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, to change the name of the Ministry of Environment to be renamed to Ministry of Sustainable Development. And it's been 10 years now, and I'm not giving up. I'm still having that appeal. Yes, he was kind enough 4 years back to rename it from Ministry of Environment to Ministry of Climate Change and Environment, which is, again, is a big milestone by all means, because UAE was one of the first runners to give its full commitment to the green economy by respecting the climate change and other. We believe in climate change. Now, the way forward, what we are aiming to, where are we heading to? Why we are doing what we are doing? Well, I would ask each one of you to remember this and to find out if he or she has reached that point in his or her life so far. That point called the defining moment. The defining moment. There's a moment, there's a click in your time, in your history, will turn you around to focus on one thing. And you start believing that you've been created to work for that one thing. Remember this, defining moment is the moment in your life when it turns you around to focus on one thing and go deep emotionally attached to one thing that you feel that you have been created to do for. And if you want to know if you have reached that moment or not, if I ask you a question, describe yourself for me in a couple of seconds, not minutes. If you're able to do so, then you have discovered that turning moment of your life. So if you ask me, for example, describe yourself, Rashid, I would say, my name is Rashid Alleem, I'm a knowledge seeker, seeking knowledge, that's it. So seeking knowledge, my whole life revolves over the knowledge. So no wonder those who knows me very close, they know I have more than 3,000 books I'm owning at the moment in the home, in the farm, wherever I go. And you'll see audio books in my car, you'll see books at the back of the trunk, you'll see books everywhere almost. And those who gifts me, most of the time, 80% of the gifts comes to me, is all about knowledge, books. Because that is my life, I discover that revolves over the knowledge. So if you could describe yourself in 2-3 words only, who you person you are, then you have reached that defining moment. This is one, the take of the day. The second, you need to differentiate between 2 terms, and those terms are very critical, very important. The first term is about passion. The second term is about the dream. Well, they may sound pretty much similar to each other, the dream and the passion. But there is a very, very big difference in the two terms when it comes to the real life. It's just like when you talk about marketing and sales. They've never been the same, but they have to be integrated together. So the second take of the day, if you don't have passion, if you don't have a dream, then you're gonna miss your way. A dream talks about your short, mid, and long-term achievements. A dream talks about your brain side of your body. Go-getter, achievements, targets to be achieved, something, a wonder you want to create. That is the dream. The passion attached to your heart. The second part of your body is the heart, which is the name of the game. There is something deep inside you makes you passionate about something. When you're passionate about something, you're in love of that thing. So you as a person, you need to discover that passion you're carrying with you. It is with you. So they are the two things very critical, very important. The defining moments, if you have reached that or not. And then the differentiation or the difference between the passion and the dream. And you need both. The third is about authenticity, how authentic you are. What drives you to do something good in this life? How authentic you are. Authenticity is reached when, again, back to the same two parts of you, the organs, the mind, and the heart, when they synergize together, when they work closely together, they produce the better you. They produce the best person you could ever imagine you're carrying with you over the years. And it makes you to do something that when people start telling you that you're crazy, you start to make a difference in the people's life, on the people who said that you're crazy. You approve to the whole world that you're a different set of person. So much potentially that you can do. You can make that kind of person. You could be a history maker, a game changer, change agent, whatever you would call those fancy management terms. But that's true. So when you have your heart, your mind synergized, they work together, you give authenticity, authentic leadership within you. So that authentic leadership, it tells you the true north. Where are you heading to? Right? Where are you heading to? And that is very important. And this is what we were taught when we started this program. I thought we have such great authenticity within the team of Alleem Knowledge Center to create this subsidiary called the Alleem ABC, Alleem Business Congress, where this has been, alhamdulillah, for the last 10 years, training and giving knowledge. And we have seen people who's been around with us for this journey. And you know how difficult it is to sustain such a journey for 10 years. Even some of the projects with government support, they just fail after 1 or 2 or 3 because of the defining moment wasn't created. It was in somebody's mind to do something, but later on just gave up. Again, coming back to the sustainable development, I remember saying that day that is going to be the buzzword of the future. I'm talking about 2009 now. And I said, yes, nobody would know even what would define what the sustainability or sustainable development is all about. But now we're totally in different ballgame. You go, I keep saying the same thing. You go to any conference, any program, especially when they talk about sustainability, everything goes green. I keep saying green jackets, green tea, green salad, green brochures, green environment, green lights, everything goes green, which is totally wrong. Environment is part of it. Sustainability is about us people. We are the one. We are the focal point. Sustainability starts with people. We make the graph, we make the economy. We make or break the environment. So we should not miss the target. We are the people, we are the world. We can shake the whole world. And this is what's needed. We need to have great people like you to make a difference. Why I'm saying this? because the world is waiting for authentic and good people around. We are going nowhere. We are going nowhere, unfortunately. Generally about the world environment and the pressing challenges we're having. The same thing what I said yesterday during my opening remarks. If you just compare the time we started, 2009, and now, with a couple of metrics like the CO2 emission, we are doing worse than 2009. If you go and visit the United Nations Peace Index, we are doing worse than 2009. We're even doing worse than 2016. If you go to the employment market or unemployment rate, so much high. You go to the society violations and other. We see kids killing kids at schools in massive numbers. If you see people, annoyment, unsatisfied with the taxation program, unsatisfied with the economic condition. Now you know what's happening in the middle of Europe in France, for so many unstable conditions, and now has reached Belgium a little bit. So God knows, it has to be controlled. So whatever we do, there's so much pressing challenges throughout the world. So my message here for you, please pay attention. Since you came here, I want to tell you something. You know what? You're blessed to be here today. Give me a smile back. I've been smiling the whole morning. I said smile, not laugh. You laugh at me, thank you very much. Right. There is a message for you. You are the one to reveal and to discover the message for you this morning. It's not from me. It could be from other speaker. It could be from a new friend you meet. It could be from an older friend, or it could be somewhere in this corner. There is a message for you. You came here, it means that there's a message for you. This message could be discovered at the moment itself, now, later on, in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes at the end of the day, or believe it or not, it could be discovered after 5 years or even more. That is, oh, you know what? During that so and so, just like when you start to remember a beautiful place, you want to go back to see somewhere in Europe or States or whatsoever, or during your graduation time in one of the countries in the world. You know what? And you start to remember those beautiful moments. And this is what we've been pushing everyone to. Please make a difference. Since you are here, I could see, alhamdulillah, almost the hall is full, over 200 plus we have. It's your right time to exchange your business card. Give yourself commitment today that I'm not going to go home without having not less than 30 cards. Yesterday we had the Brilliant Networker. We have a theme called Brilliant Networker, and it was Sharif Abdullah from Siwa. So, and we had about 100 plus, 110. So we have 250 almost so far. So I'm sure today and the rest of the people can make at least 50 cards. Can anyone give a target to be achieved today? How many cards you may collect? Is anyone ready to collect 30 probably? All right, we have about good hands, okay. 40? Oh yeah, less hands. 200 cards? Totally no, okay. You can count your own cards too. I did not say other cards, so, right. Anyway, we have very beautiful audience today here. And my best wishes, please stick around. There's a lot of knowledge to be shared. And thanks for those who travel all the way, right, from deep to so many far, like Professor Charles, thank you very much. Came from South Bank University from London, traveled all the way to be part of this lovely function. And Professor Riyadh came from Ajman University, is the godfather of sustainability here in the UAE, and he's one of the very well-known. I'm sure they have a lot of knowledge, and you'll be pleased to see what they've got. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.